Good evening. We, first of all, I want to add my voice to those who have already said to you, George, and to Wilshire, thanks for opening your doors and hosting this. This is a good thing. We appreciate it. Want to recognize all of our current TBC board members. I have the privilege of working with just some awesome people. And if you're a current member of the board, I want you to stand where you are, wave at us or something. Won't you join me? And I want you to remain standing. Then if you've ever served as a board member of TBC, I want you to stand with them. Also, not only thank our current board members, and certainly we appreciate those of you who have served before. I need to say this about Bill Jones. Bill Jones is a gift, and he has worked, he's been unrelenting in working in behalf of Texas Baptists, and he has given up himself, time, energy, the whole package. And we have a blog, and we're on Facebook. We're getting ready in our annual convention, as Bill has already mentioned, to have our breakfast and to have a booth. So we are up and running, and certainly I want you to help me show appreciation to our associate executives. Thank you for just lending him to us.
She's the one making the real thing.
Certainly, we're grateful. Also, we have several friends who could not be here, and so it is my responsibility to just share with you, bless you, the comments that we've received. By the way, Phil Lineberger would be here tonight, but he texted me at the last minute. He could not make it because a member of his, an elderly member, fell and broke her neck. And I did not get word whether or not her condition, what it is currently, but certainly we understand why Phil could not be here. And be sure to lift up Phil and that ministry in your prayers. Brent Walker says this to David. David has been a faithful member of the Baptist Joint Committee Board of Directors for the past decade. We'll miss his passion for Baptist freedom and religious liberty for all of God's children. We at the BJC wish David all the best and God's blessing in his future service to the kingdom. That's from Brent Walker. Jimmy Allen writes, no one in Texas Baptist life has done more to help the convention make the convention Baptist and relevant. Sorry to miss this event. That's from Jimmy Allen. James Dunn writes, David Currie deserves far more recognition than he has received for the magnificent job he did in staying the tide of mindless hostility. Russell Dilday, Dr. Dilday writes, I looked up definitions of the word curried and found that one definition of curry is to beat or flog. I guess we could say, as we honor David, that the fundamentalist effort to take over Texas was gratefully curried. We're all grateful for the leadership David gave during those challenging days. Dr. Dilday. Dick Maples sent this message. Mary Jo and I wish we could be there to honor David and to say thank you for all he has done to keep the BGCT free from fundamentalism. Susie Painter writes, and I'm going to read all of this. Dear friends, although I cannot be there tonight, I want to share in this special event honoring David Currie. To the chorus of those expressing gratitude, please add sincerest thanks personally from Roger and me, and collectively from the Christian Life Commission. It is heartwarming to recall the achievements and important work of David Currie and Texas Baptist Committee. Thank you, David, for being a receptive and energetic leader. Through the unique combination of gifts and opportunities, God called you toward a vision for the Texas Baptist family that was born from the root of love for your own family and friends. We're grateful that you rallied and protected Texas Baptist as if we were your own. Thank you for the tireless efforts to reach out to pastors and lay leaders, men and women across the state. You found free and faithful Baptists and introduced many of us to each other like something of a cross between an eHarmony matchmaker and a modern day circuit riding preacher. We are glad, we are better friends rather, of our faith and better friends to each other as a fruit of your labor. Thank you for honesty. Thanks for knowing why freedom is worth fighting for. Thanks for being willing to engage in debate, public and private, on behalf of a calling and vision of God's kingdom larger than your organization, your church, or even your Texas-sized personality. Thanks for enthusiasm. The enlivening of our faith with passion and commitment is of God. There is no way to be contagious for his kingdom without it. So thanks for the legacy of standing up, standing out, and standing on the promises. There is a backbone of strength within our common Texas Baptist story because of your work and dedication to God's call in your life. I think God seeks out the willing among his faithful to encourage a backbone of strength in his people. We thank you for being one of the spinal prophets for our time. With gratitude and hope of generous grace for the days ahead, Susie Painter. Isn't that wonderful? And then we have from Kelly Petty. Kelly writes, we would love to be there, and I tried to figure out a way. Thankful for all that you have done, David, and thanks for being a friend to John. Certainly, we're grateful to you, David. It was Charles Wade who introduced me to a cast of characters. And the biggest character of all was David Currie. And David and I traveled, and we talked, and we argued, and we talked, and we hugged. And I remember, and you all don't know this, I remember when I was up for president of our convention, and I had an opponent, and I believe it was you, Lance, who had your father, and he was crying. He was hurt. He was hurt. And he said, Michael, and I told David, I know your heart, and I know your love for me and my family, my wife Mary Louise, and for Texas Baptist most of all. And somehow we won the day. And David, we're grateful to you. Come on, let's give him a hand. I love you, David. Now, while everyone is smiling and happy, it is my responsibility, it devolves upon my shoulders to remind you that at the table that you have an envelope. And that envelope, it says Texas Baptist Committed. I've already written my checks, and I'm sure that I hope that you will join me. And if you would do this, I guess, Bill, if we could just leave them at the table, huh? Sure. We can do that. Let's leave them at the table. And once you've done that, thank you so very much. We have personal reflections on David Currie, and you see it there in your program, and we're going to go in that order: Ron Cook, Bill Jones, Charles Wade, Lance Currie. Okay?